everybody, it's Daisy here again. I hope all's good. Just wanted to have a chat with you briefly tonight. I had a bit of a revelation today actually, a bit about myself and who I am and why, which is kind of scary. And I get these now and again now. As you get a bit older, you find that these come through. I wanted to talk to you about my journey with Arbonne and how it's just grown so amazingly quickly and why it's such a great business to be in. But I wanted to talk to you first about how I've got here and my journey up to here and the battles I've come through. I grew up in a very, very hippie type environment, very, very sort of peace and love, treat people like you want to be treated, all that kind of stuff, and really learned very early that I wanted to help people, and no matter what the cost actually. So some days used to try and help people that didn't even want to be helped, which is something that, you know, I've had to learn over the years isn't that easy, but it has manifested itself in my career. I've successfully built 2 recruitment businesses now, and it's incredible. I've done it once and I struggled, and I've done it another time and I've hit another wall, and I've just realised why. And when you set up, and anyone who set up their own business will understand this, I set up a business in recruitment, and recruitment is incredibly high, sort of high pressure sales environment. And I don't see myself as a salesperson. I love people, I love helping them, and I've done really well in it because of that, because lots of the time the high targets and, you know, you're really pushed, and I kind of was quite a natural at it because I didn't have to push people. I just, you know, I really wanted the best for them, and sometimes if you give people what they really want, you get the best results. So it's kind of simple. What I realised when I built my own business though, because I wanted to be out of this high, I wanted everyone to believe in it like I did, and I built my first business up, and I had this image of myself that I was going to have these big high spiky heels, and, you know, as I walked through the doors to my office, everyone would turn and I would be like the king, and everyone would like clap or be in awe of me as I clopped down the aisle of my big office to my glass fronted office at the end, and it didn't work out that way. What happened really was, when you build your own business as an entrepreneur, you really believe in it. You believe in it more than anything else, and that belief will take you to the ends of the earth. You really believe it's going to work, so you will do absolutely anything to make it work. The problem is when you start to employ other people, and I had this dream that everyone's going to think like me, and people don't. People are there to do a job, and I didn't realise this at all. I believed that if I could really inspire them to think like me and believe in it like I did, I would have a load of people that were just like me, who would do as brilliantly as I did. And it doesn't work out that way. It really doesn't. So what ended up happening was I was really good at my job. I was really, I was so diligent because it was my business. I cared about it that much. And when I started employing other people, I started training them to do what I did. And no one is me. And we forget this, that you can't make somebody else like you. You're just you. And that's why you're good at what you do. And I kept trying to train people to be like me. And as I got more people, and as the business grew, we grew to about 20 people. We had a beautiful office up in Oxford Circus that looked over Oxford Street, and at night time you could look out over the balcony and see all the lights. And at Christmas time it was, buzzing with people on the street shopping, and there was carols and there was music, and it was one of those amazing, vibrant places. And we had about 19 staff there. And it was just a very, very exciting time. But the problem is that every single one of my staff, I just didn't feel I could get them to where I was. And I tried so many things to get them to where I was and get them to care as much as I did. And it was one day I was sat on the train, it'd been a long journey, and I decided to go in and do this great presentation about what we were going to do as a business and where we were going, just to inspire them, so it felt like they'd gone flat. So I had this big presentation planned out about our new plan and our journey, and I got dressed up really, really smart. I had a white shirt and very, very smart blue suit, and some really spiky heels, in the hope that would work. And I went into the office, and I remember walking in, and I remember the atmosphere, everyone looked and noticed me, but the atmosphere was flat. It wasn't everybody turned and stopped and was excited that I was there. It was just another day for them. And I did this big presentation. We all sat there in a big boardroom, and it was all very, very grand. And I did this major presentation. And at the end of it, nothing really happened. And I had this image in my head that everyone was going to be cheering and it was going to be this great feeling, and nothing really happened. And in that moment, I realised that because it wasn't their business, then why am I expecting them to believe in it as much as I was? It's never going to be that because it wasn't theirs. And in that moment, I realised that I had to do something different. I had to find some way of getting them to believe it was their business. So we went through a few processes, and we ended up, when people don't believe it's theirs and care about it as much as you do, the standards slip and they don't do as well as you do. And that's the problem. And you end up firefighting and picking up. And I wasn't doing my job properly because I was trying to get other people to do the job like I was, and eventually the business did decline, and we did lose quite a lot of great people, and we sort of went down to about 10 staff and then 6 staff, and there's some wonderful people there, don't get me wrong, but the mistake was for me that I believed I could have everyone believe in it like I did, and it doesn't work like that. So I was doing with Arbonne at the same time, so I was actually working. Arbonne's great because you can do it in your spare time, and it's just, you chat to people about it. And I was kind of applying the same techniques with Arbonne for quite a while, get enough people to believe in it, it's fine. And what's so funny is the day Arbonne started to click for me, and actually when it worked for me, it was when I realised that Arbonne is somebody else's business, it's not yours. When you set up with Arbonne and you set up your own business with Arbonne, like I did, it becomes your own. So you care about it, and you care about it so much, and you do it how you want to do it. It's not me telling you how to do it. You do what you believe is best. And Arbonne is such a great business, and the products are so good, and the process is so good. You don't need to push it. You don't need to sell it. You don't need to do anything apart from tell people about it, because people buy into it automatically. It's the weirdest thing, because I've spent a whole world of time trying to tell people, to sell people something, and you don't need to do it with Arbonne. It's one of those businesses where it's a no-brainer. People just go into it immediately. All you do, and this is the simplicity of Arbonne, is you stop using normal products that you buy from Tesco's, Boots, House of Fraser, the hairdressers, and any nutritional brands, and you start buying them from Arbonne. You get superior products, you get them cheaper than you would anywhere else, and you get they're all safe, all vegan certified. So everyone, whatever happens, even if people just buy the products from a different place, that they're getting better deals and getting better stuff. But also then what you do is you just tell people about it, and the mad thing is people just do it. People just say, yeah, of course I should do that. It's ridiculous. It's a no-brainer. So my sales background has really not helped me at all here, because every time I've spoken to someone, I've just gone, that's it, and they've gone, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. And I'm expecting to have to close and have to do all the sales pitch and everything like that. I've never had to do it. And that's why it's grown so magically overnight for me and been such a great process. It's like, I don't sell products. I don't sell anything. I tell people what I've done, and I live by example, because I get superior products from it. I love using them, and the nutrition, especially at the moment, the nutrition is doing me a great deal of service. I've got so much energy, my skin's amazing, and I love the nutrition so much. And people keep asking me, people keep saying, wow, what are you doing? Your skin looks great, you seem, lively, your hair's gorgeous. And they're right, because the products really work. They really work, they make you feel better. And the irony is that it came out of nowhere, but I have now found what I really was looking for all along. I've found a way of helping people set up their own businesses that they care about far more than what they did when they worked for me, because they work for themselves. It's their business. And I can't believe it's here, it's come, and it's been there for such a long time, and I've never noticed it. But I love it more and more every day, because everybody I start working with and start signing up and start actually building their own businesses, I'm involved in, and they do it for themselves. They don't do it for me, they do it for themselves. And that is such a gift, because I'm seeing people all around me building businesses while working jobs and making passive income that that will grow and grow and grow, and doing it as part of their daily life, not as a grind, not as a job. This isn't a job, this is a lifestyle, and it's so true. So that's what I wanted to share with you today, is how magical it is that I don't have to try and control anybody. I can just do what I want to do, and people really benefit from this. And all I do is stop using the products that I used to use, buy them from Arbonne, which are better, and tell people about it. That is it. I still can't believe how simple it is, and I just wanted to share that with you. If you want to talk to me, I'd love to tell you more about it. I'm so passionate about this business, it's unreal. I hope that comes across. But yeah, let me know, and we can have a chat and I can talk you through it. It's so easy to set up. It's £30 to set up. That's all I paid. That's all I've ever paid to Arbonne, and then after that, your journey begins. I can't believe how simple it is. Give me a shout and change your life forever. All right, I will speak to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.